I'm working with the first-time home buyers. I've shown them homes and they're offering 30-40% off the list price. They want, make sure the roof is okay and all that sort of stuff. And they're talking to their friends at a barbecue, and they're coming back with these questions, and they're talking about putting in foreseeable future repairs like a roof. I feel like I'm out of control. So how do I get them back into what needs to be done?
Yeah. So Emily, do you have a buyer agency agreement with this buyer?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So Emily, here's what I would tell them is that here's what the buyer is doing. The buyer's not really committed to buying a house. They're committed to stealing a house. And maybe that's not the right term, stealing it, but it's definitely, they're not committed to buying a house. They're committed to getting a deal. It's either they're committed to getting a deal or they're committed to sabotaging themselves. See, if you know it's a hot seller's market and houses are, the list price is not the list price, that the list price is actually the starting price. Like if that's the market you're in and the buyer knows that, and they're coming in 30-40% below, well, of course, they're not going to get the house. Of course, they're not going to get the house. You know it and they know it. So why in God's name would you do something that you know is going to not get you that house? Why? Well, either A, you are committed to sabotaging yourself because you're afraid to buying your first home, which is a very normal thing for first-time buyers. Or like, I'm so afraid to buy a house that, all right, if I can get it at this price, well, then that will compensate me for my fear because now I know there's no way I'm losing. And I get that. But while they're doing that, they're losing because prices are not going down. They're going to keep going up, keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. And you know what's going to happen eventually? In 2 years, they're going to wish that they had bought this year because now they're going to get a shack because their income and their money is not going to keep up with prices going up. As prices go up and go up and go up, their income and their affordability is not going to go up in line with that. So what happens is their buying power keeps shrinking, which means the type of house that they're going to be is less and less and less and less. So I would say to the buyer, listen, I'm having a tough love conversation with you. And the tough love conversation I'm having with you is that either you need to get committed to buying a house or I can't help you. Now, I am not saying this because this is about me. This is about you. I'm fine whether you buy a house or not, because I have my own house and I'm fine. But as a professional, I'm telling you what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is you're so afraid to buy in a house, you're sabotaging yourself to make it not happen. So, and I'm enabling it, or I have been enabling it up to this point because I needed you to get to this point to see that what you're doing, you're never going to buy a house and it's going to cost you. And in 2 years from now, you're still not going to be in a house and you're going to be upset with yourself. So I can't enable you anymore. So one of two things are going to happen. Either number one is I'll let you go and you can work with some other agent, which is what I hope you don't choose. Because what you'll do to another agent is what you're doing now. It's not going to change your situation. You're going to end up 2 years not in a home. Or you'll be in a home and you're going to hate it because it's less than what you could get now. The second option is I'll continue to work with you. I'm going to find you a house today and we're not offering anything less than the asking price. So we're going to go look at prices that you can afford at the price because that's the market we're in. So you tell me, which do you want to do? Do you want to go buy a house today or do you want to find another agent and drag this out even more? It's up to you and I'm fine either way. I won't take it personal if you decide that you want to continue to do this process. I'm just not going to, and I'm not going to enable it anymore. It's not good for you. Anyway, that's what I would say, hon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I was absorbing it. Thank you so much.
Does that make sense, Emily?
That makes sense. It does make sense.
And you know what, Emily, listen, you know what you can do, Emily? If you're not even sure about doing this, take this video. You can say to the buyers, John, Mary, whatever their name is, I want you to know this is how much I cared about you. I stayed on this coaching call for 2 hours to ask my coach. He's a best-selling author. He's been in real estate for 35 years. And I asked him about you. And I want you to see what he said and show them this video.
Okay.
If you're afraid to present it yourself. I think that'd be powerful to say, I care so much about you. I asked my coach about this, what to do. And you know what? I'm going to have him. I want you to see what he said.